Hey guys, Nick Halden here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so welcome to a new vlog video on the channel. I have to be honest here, I've been enjoying a lot creating these kind of vlogs because it kind of gives me a chance to rewatch movies that I love with you guys, rewatch episodes from shows that I love, and I'm here again. Full disclosure before we continue, this is going to be a long video. I want you guys to be with me. I was thinking about maybe doing it as a live, but I don't have the experience yet with live, so I was just like, no, record a video. Again, it's going to be a long video, and I'm going to explain you why. Back on 2017, on March 10 to be specific, the Vampire Diaries, which is one of my favorite shows of all time, was airing his series finale. Episode 171, if I'm not mistaken. I was feeling epic. Now, this is what got me to do the video. First of all, 8 years later, and we're still feeling epic about that ending. I have my daylight ring right here from Damon Salvatore. I have like my leather jacket and everything. Like, I'm kind of in the mood to basically do the Vampire Diaries night. And the plan for this video is I want to be rewatching with you guys the series finale. I'm not going to be showing clips because I know YouTube is kind of sensitive when it's related to the Vampire Diaries stuff, and I want to be able to keep the video on the channel. I had a lot of the Vampire Diaries related content. I even did a reading of the script from the final episode with my best friend, my queen of hell, Patricia. Thank you so much for always supporting me, and she even went with me to Mystic Fall. We definitely want to go together. Yes, Mystic Fall is a real town in Atlanta. I have like 3 parts vlogs on the channel as well. So again, a lot of the Vampire Diaries vlogs. As you see right there, I have the complete show. Well, I have it on DVD first, but then I upgraded it last year, if I remember correctly, to Blu Ray. And I did the unboxing of the set and every single season individual on the channel as well. But anyways, the main reason that I decided to create this video. So I'm creating this video for the 8-year anniversary of the series finale. Again, it aired on March 10. And the other day, while I was at work, it helped me sometimes to concentrate better when I have like background noises. Because there is a lot of yelling around at the office that I work. Yes, I work here in Miami. So there is sometimes a lot of yelling, and I try to zoom out by hearing podcasts and things like that. Now, I do concentrate at what I'm doing. Of course, work goes first. So it's kind of like background noise. So I saw this video of this lady from YouTube talking about what she thought about the Vampire Diaries, a show that she recently discovered, and she saw like the whole show. And one of the things she was most curious about is like how the fandom experienced the show. Now, it gave me the idea, and I'm like, you know what, Oscar? Recently, you've been watching a few episodes of the Vampire Diaries. When I got the Blu Ray, I saw my favorite season finales of the show, and I also rewatched the series finale of the show. It's been a few months, but it's one of those episodes that every single time that I can, I just play it one more time. I just loved it. And I kind of want to give you guys the insight of how did I felt when the Vampire Diaries was airing the final season. I have a lot of cool stories. I have a lot of archives from that era. So I want to start the video that way before we go ahead and rewatch the episode together. I have my big headphones because the music from the final episode is so important that I want to like merge myself into it. I'm going to be talking through the episode and notes like that, but you need to know that the Vampire Diaries is a show for me that when I was still living in Cuba, this is how you discover shows in Cuba. And I know it's not the correct way, but as soon as I had the chance and I'm in a country like this, I do support not only physical media. If I can support TV shows or movies that I love, that's always what I'm going to be doing. I have bought the Vampire Diaries on DVD and then I bought it on Blu Ray. That's how much I love the show. But you need to understand that from where I'm from and in Cuba, the way that you discover TV shows are either because the Cuban television just put it on a channel, or basically somebody download them from the web and then you just get the episode and you need the Spanish subtitles. I remember when the episode was airing, like episode, I want to say 6 or 7 from season 1. I brought it to the house and my mom started watching it. I remember she was obsessed with the show, but at that point in my life, I was only watching shows from Spain. And I remember the first season ended and then the second season started, and I started getting the episodes from her on a regular basis. And since I didn't have a lot of hard drive space, I basically deleted the show. So at some point on season 2, I want to say it was at episode 16, when they were like stopped for like 5 weeks, I decided to give the show a chance and I watched the complete first season, and then I watched all the episodes that were out from season 2. I seen from season 2 again, I want to say episode 17. I've been watching the show like on a weekly basis, and I've been waiting for season of cliffhangers and things like that, and it will kill me the waits, because in Cuba the time doesn't pass that fast as it does in the US, and you kind of feel here the breaks when it's the Thanksgiving break or the Christmas break, because it's kind of like you're going to the slow season at war, and it's kind of like time still flies. But anyways, I wanted to put you into context of how did I discover this show. And what you need to know is that when season 7 premiered, I was still living at Cuba. So when the mid-season happened on November or probably December, the beginning of December, that's when they stopped putting episodes out until, if I remember correctly, until maybe February or March. And I moved to the US on January of 2016. So when I moved to the US, the second half of the 7th season of the Vampire Diaries was airing, and I was living it. I seen they aired the episodes on Fridays. It was at the Vampire Diaries episode and at the original season 3 episode. They did a crossover event. I watched all those episodes live and I was having the time of my life. I remember when the original season 3 was airing, the season finale, I was interested of seeing if Claire Holt was going to make a comeback as Rebecca, but the biggest news were like, I was obsessed with promos back then. So for the Vampire Diaries season 7 finale, on the promo you can hear Nina Dobrev's voice. Now, you didn't know what was going to happen. She has been like shown in flashbacks and things like that, but imagine how surprised I was when they announced that Nina actually went to the set in Atlanta to record a new line of voice. She's basically saying like, Damon, I need you, please come get me, things like that, because he was getting into the ball. And all that led to the epic event that led to season 8. Now guys, when I moved to the US, I started this channel, Nick Halden, and I was doing like kind of like what I would love to tell to people, that the kind of videos that like these were like kind of video clips, and the Vampire Diaries was a huge part of this. So the show was still doing good even when Nina Dobrev left, and it kind of concentrated more into the broader relationship, and it was announced that it was going to be coming back for a season 8. Now, on an interview with Ian Somerhalder, he said that season 8 was going to be the final season, but then he corrected himself and he basically said that he didn't know if it was going to be the final season. What he knew is that he wasn't going to be coming back if the show continued after season 8. Kat Graham, who plays Bonnie, did exactly the same press, and I want to say like when they were going to Comic-Con, Julie Plec announced via Insta that this was going to be the show's final season. I lost my nerves at the news, and they did an epic kind of mashup videos, the kind of videos that I did for the channel, with a hashtag at the end, TVD forever, promising the fans that the season was going to be an amazing season. It was going to kind of go back to the dark beginnings, and a lot of interview happens through that week. Now, through the Comic Con, I remember downloading a lot of pictures, reading a lot of interviews, and the big question remained: is Nina Dobrev going to come back for the final season of the show? At that point, and it has been said before, Julie Plec said that before Nina left the show, she made an emotional promise that she was going to come back for the series finale, but we didn't have an official confirmation. And as you know, sometimes actors' schedules kind of like break down, and they're not able to come back to the shows that they left, even if they want to. So what ended up happening was that I created the TVD Forever week on the channel, and I did a season mashup episode on the mornings and on the afternoons. I'd be kind of like maybe a Damon and Elena, Damon and Bonnie, and I did all that until I got to season 7. So that's what it ran through the course of 7 days. I got myself crazy because I was editing crazy fast, but I was super happy with the results. Now, Season 8 of the Vampire Diaries was actually the first season that I got to enjoy with behind the scenes. I was more conscious into looking into the accounts of the actors and actresses. I was kind of following the filmations from the show, and through when the season premiere, Nina Dobrev did have her character Elena did have a lot of participation through flashbacks, through the diary entries, so she was mentioned a lot. But the big question remained: is she going to ever to come back to the show? There was a lot of rumors that she left the show because Ian Somerhalder. There is still a lot of rumors about that, but it has never been proved that that was actually true. And they do get along. She even gets along with Ian Somerhalder's wife. And the season basically just started airing. I did have fun watching the season. The sirens were introduced. It was announced that I was going to only to have 16 episodes, and again, I enjoyed the season a lot. I was working full-time at Subway, my first job in the US, so I was going like getting out of the stores on Fridays. That was the big part of my day, like getting home and basically watch the episode of the Vampire Diaries. Now, guys, when they were filming, if I remember correctly, when they were filming episode 14, Nina Dobrev posted an Insta pic on Thursday with a script of the Vampire Diaries, and she was like, I know it's Thursday, but this is no a TVT. That became my favorite Insta post of all times, and she finally revealed the title of the final episode of the show, called I Was Feeling Epic. The final season of the Vampire Diaries had title of the episode quotes that the characters had say on the show, and I Was Feeling Epic was mentioned by Lexi, a character that we only have for a few episodes, and we got to love her so much. So when Nina announced that she was coming back for the series finale, we were all very happy. Julie Plec even confessed that at one point she was thinking about killing off the character because she couldn't continue to promise if Nina was going to be able to come back or not. But again, that was a big news for me. I did a video, Glad You Came, with Elena Gilbert. I was having the time of my life when I read those news, and I was kind of like desperate to get behind the scenes. She didn't post it a lot through that period of time. There was also, before she confirmed that she was coming back, she was portraying a new character on the new XXX3 from Vin Diesel movie, The Legend of Xander Cage, I think is the name, and she cut her hair. And everybody was like, oh my god, Nina cut her hair. When she left the show as Elena, she had the long hair. And again, guys, this is my experience and the memories that I have from the series finales of the Vampire Diaries. When it was announced that it was going to air on March 10th, which again, I think it was a Friday, I asked my manager at the time if she can give me that day off, like basically to switch it because I was working 6 days a week. And I asked her if I could get that day off. I remember seeing the picture of how the clock tower, which is beautiful to see in person, they were putting like lights to make it look like it was burning. So that was great moments that I experienced. Now, it was also announced that before the series finale, they were going to air a retrospective special episode, which basically cast interviews, and Nina was also going to be part of the cast interviews. I remember when the show grabbed, Nina wasn't able to be at the grab party, but then she was able to go to. No, she wasn't able to be. No, my bad. She wasn't able to be at the last day of shooting. She came back to the grab party. A lot of people, when they were saying that, oh, Nina didn't care about the show, she demonstrated that she did care about the show. There was an Insta post from Ian Somerhalder, her and Nikki. They post a selfie, kind of like letting people know, like, hey, please leave all the rumors behind. These ladies do not hate each other. It was a whole drama just around that era. There is a lot of behind the scenes pictures now to this day, but back then we didn't have a lot of behind the scene pictures of the show. One funny thing about the physical media is that the first time that I got season 8, I got the DVD release, and then when I got the Blu Ray, I have realized that on the DVD version we do have the previously on for the final episode. The Blu Ray doesn't have the previously on montage. So the previously on montage quote, the previously on the Vampire Diaries, was recorded by Nina Dobrev for the final episode. She even posted like kind of a video on her Insta when she was recording online, and that was epic for me as well. What else do I remember? Promotional pictures starting little by little to start showing up online with her return. The wig, guys. The wig of Nina on the final episode. It's super famous because it was so obvious that she had a wig on. But she recorded her scenes, I think, in 4 days. So she came back to us. We got our Nina back, but we not only got Elena, we also got Catherine back for the last episode of the show. So jumping back to 2017, which again this year will mark the 8-year anniversary, I was a mess. I spent the whole day. I have a sweet tooth, so I went to Walmart and I got like chocolate candy bars, and I spent the whole day watching the first episode. I watched videos from the show, interviews, just getting ready for the final episode. I was able to watch it live on the CW. I watched the special episode first, and then it jumped to the series finale. I enjoyed the series finale of the Vampire Diaries a lot, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to relive it with you guys. One of the first promotional pictures that I remember when they were announcing that Nina was coming back is like a picture of her when she wakes up. And also, guys, since I have Unlocking the Secrets of Mystic Falls book, which I did a full video on it of the channel, this is what this series finale is great about, is an epilogue, so I wanted to read it to you guys at the end of this video as well. Now, I'm also going to read to you guys the description of the episode, but before, I went to my archives and I used to download a lot of YouTube videos because now it gives me the chance to kind of relive these things. So when the Vampire Diaries, and I'm going to be deleting it as I go, I will try not to put it down loud because I'm speaking and I don't want to upset my neighbors. Okay, so what was the first scene? Let's go to this Alexander. Okay, so when the Vampire Diaries was airing the final season, the CW was really active on YouTube. So the first scene that I have right here, back from the archives, let me see if everything's working. Sorry guys, let me set up everything correctly. I think my headphones are not working. Scenes of the lives, I'm sorry. Again, this is one of the reasons that I'm happy that I speaker, spatial sound. Oh, let me get it here. Sorry guys, just 1 second. I'm fixing the audio. Did they broke down by any reason? I don't use them a lot, so they might be. Let's see. Maybe that died on me, but I don't think so. Okay, headphones. This is embarrassing. I should have checked before I started recording. It's not working. Wow, they literally die on me. So, option number 2, back to my regular headphones, the ones that I use every single day. I wanted to have those headphones on, but it's not going to be possible. Headphones. Okay. Okay, so it's not even the headphones. It's the audio from the laptop? What's going on? My god, I hate when this happens, guys. So it's not even the headphones. It's one of the players that I'm using on the laptop. I think the headphones are okay. Going back to the headphones. This will be the fun part of the video for sure. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so the inside problem. Yeah, now I can hear it. Okay, guys, so back in the day, as I told you, they were doing inside promos for every single episode. Now, I don't remember as much if this will air before the series finale or if it aired after the series finales, but now that I'm kind of watching it, I think it aired after the series finale was on, basically. So we have a 2-minute video. Let me put it like little low. So we have like a 2 minutes video, and Julie Plec is basically telling us like, hey, here we are you guys ready for the series finale and things like that. And that was kind of like a fun thing to see. We have a few scenes from the series finale here, which is something that I have grown to kind of hate a little bit, guys, because when you have a lot of sneak peeks here and there, what kind of like gets me not to like is that I kind of like when when I'm watching a show or a movie that I'm super excited about, I don't like to have a lot of things to not be surprised. If I watch the movie and I saw the trailer a lot of times, I'm like, oh, I remember this scene, I already know what they're wearing on this scene, and it's kind of like spoils the fun for me. For what I see, this sneak peeks has a lot of the scenes from the final episode. We even have the scene when Catherine goes to the tomb. So that's one of the scenes that premiere for the series finale. Now I will leave the extended and the finale promos for the end, but guys, the sneak peek for the series finale that aired on YouTube, the sneak peek was 35 seconds, and it's the scene where Ian Somerhalder walks in with Paul Weasley, Stefan, to the house, and they realize that the coffin it's empty, and Stefan is like, oh, early Bonnie heart stops. She says she saw Elena, and then we saw Elena wake up, and Damon being like, oh, Elena. The Vampire Diaries full night series finale, Friday 8/7 Central. Oh my god, the memories that this brings to me. So that was a sneak peek, guys. At this point, not even because of the sneak peek, I was kind of like, I don't believe that the writers are spoiling through a promo a reunion that fans have been waiting for like 2 seasons now. I don't believe it. So when it was announced, I mean, when we discovered as the audience that this was Catherine Pierce, I was like, make way more sense. Like, they couldn't spoil that. Now, the Stone Dreams by Imagine Dragons became really famous, and the first teaser promo that we got was Friday, March 10th. We have a kind of flash, and then we have a scene of a school and the main girl cast on cheerleader uniform. It flashes, and we get to see Elena's reflection on the mirror and be like, what happened? Why am I here right now? And it jumps to the Vampire Diaries series finale. So that was teaser number 1. Teaser number 2, and all these teasers are on YouTube. Teaser number 2 was a little bit more bigger. Friday, March 10th, Nina goes straight to the mirror, but then it jumps to the scene where she sees Stefan, and she's like, what happened? Why am I here right now? So it was kind of like the teaser, but a little bit of extended. I remember people on Twitter being like, I can't believe they're going to give her amnesia or something stupid like that. And I'm like, no, I don't think they're going to play the amnesia card. Now, the epic teaser 3. The epic teaser 3. We have the big reunion from Elena and Damon. Friday, March 10th. And all the teaser had the dream song on the background. Damon getting back home and be like, what? Looking at an empty coffin? One last episode. He being surprised at the coffin. One last surprise. And then Nina, Damon. Guys, I feel like this scene was kind of a rehearsal. And that's going to bring me to teaser 4 because the wig was so noticeable. Like, you could tell she was wearing a wig. I mean, the wig was bad on the series finale, but not as bad as like, oh my god, that's definitely a wig. Now, teaser number 4, 15 seconds. Friday, March 10. We have a shot right here that didn't make it to the final episode because when he goes to the house in the final episode, she's already looking at him. She's not like getting out of a place and looking around and looking surprised. That's the scene, the moment when you can tell she's wearing a wig. I can show this to you guys. So that's the shot right there. You see that scene right there? Definitely the wig. I mean, her real hair, you can see through. I mean, I can be doing this. I can be showing the laptop. And then, basically on the promo, you get to see that she's kind of looking surprised. And again, that didn't happen on the final episode. On the final episode, she was already looking at him. She then says, Damon. Damon looks at her. It ain't over. Then Damon goes like, Lena, till it's over. These are the quotes that they're just showing. Then he goes and hugs her. She looks really happy. And then Stefan says something that he doesn't say on the final episode. Welcome back. The Vampire Diaries series finale, Friday, March 10th. Okay. Now, before the series finale aired, we had a regular promo after episode 15 was over, 21 seconds. Next Friday, and they were putting kind of a scenes of the previous seasons, and then you can tell they were putting more emphasis into the promo of the special episode. So next Friday, see how it all started. I love this. Find out how it all ends. The Vampire Diaries full night series finale next Friday. Oh my god, the memories. That was like the little promo that they put, but then they did an extended promo which was 44 seconds. We have another scene that wasn't shown on the series finale. You see this. Oh my god. I have it here, guys. I'm sorry. Let me get to the scene. So they were putting a lot of scenes from previous seasons, but this shot right here, guys, that didn't happen that way. Again, she was already looking at him when she gets to the house. So that was another scene that we saw through the promo. Ian Somerhalder saying that this was going to be a hell of a ride. Get ready. The Vampire Diaries full night series finale. Now, that was again 44 seconds because it has like a little thing at the end announcing the CW. But I was okay with those teasers, those promos. They definitely got my attention of like, I need to watch the series finale. But then they aired a second extended promo, which it was a full minute. It kind of have the same scene, Friday, the dreams, the Imagine Dragons dream song playing on the background. A lot of scenes from the show. So we have 8 seasons. Scenes from the show. One last goodbye. Again, see how it all started. Nina saying that a lot of people were talking about at the beginning about the love triangle. I love that we won And Damon and Elena are happily married and they have kids. Find out how it all ends. Now, we get to see a dream sequence with Bonnie and Elena before the episode aired. So they spoil a few of the scenes that Nina was going to be in. They share a hug. I remember when they shared that hug. Guys, my Insta back then was like full of the Vampire Diaries scenes. I went crazy insane. Today will be different. Today is the day I get to live again. Also again putting the hug between Lena and Damon. It's going to be one hell of a ride. Get ready, guys. Ian saying that. They'll be a part of my life until the end of my life. I don't want to cry on this video. That was Nina with her beautiful haircut. She had a beautiful haircut. The Vampire Diaries full 9 series finale event. Amazing. Now, the moment of truth has arrived. Can you believe, guys, it's been 8 years? The number of years that the Vampire Diaries aired. It aired from 2009 to 2017. Like, I can't believe how much time has passed. Again, I was so new into the country that the experience of the Vampire Diaries series finale in the US was epic, epic, epic. Now, we have right here the Vampire Diaries, the complete 8th season. I have the episode download from my Blu Ray into my laptop. I don't want to be watching the TV for the dynamic of the video. And I definitely cannot put the audio of the episode because it's not copyright related issues. Episode 16 of season 8, the series finale, I was feeling epic. Written by Julie Plec and Kevin Williamson, directed by Julie Plec, with an original air date of March 10, 2017. With the fate of Mystic Fall at stake, Stefan and Damon must face their greatest enemy for one last battle in this epic series finale. Guys, on the DVD and on the Blu Ray, you get kind of like Last Days as a Vampire special feature. There is a deleted scene on YouTube, basically, of Damon saying that he needs to go and get Elena before the scene happens where he goes to the house and the coffin has been opened. And there is also an extended deleted scene from Stefan Funerals that on the 2-year anniversary of the show was put on YouTube because of Julie Plec. We do not have a gag reel from the final season, and they never recorded a proposal from Damon and Elena, anything like it. That was a Twitter unicorn. So yeah, those are the only 2 deleted things on existent on the net, basically. And there is also a behind the scenes picture from the series finale. But anyways, sit down, enjoy, and I would love if you follow along and also put the series finale. Let's go ahead and open the episode file. 43 minutes and 26 seconds. I was thinking about watching the special, but no, I'm only going to be watching the series finale. Let's see how the dynamic of this works. So the first scene, previously on the Vampire Diaries by Nina Dobrev. So basically on the previously, everything about the bell, the scenes from the wedding from Stefan and Caroline. I love every single moment of. I hated that they killed off Enzo, but I love Enzo being a ghost with Bonnie. Of course, they announcing that Catherine was going to be back. They were basically figuring out a way to destroy Hell and her plan of burning Bond Mystic Falls. And we also find out that Vicky is back for the final episode. All this information on the previously on. Vicky came back from the dead, from Hell, and of course, because Bonnie couldn't have a happy moment on the show, she basically goes to the floor with blood in her nose, and that's how the episode starts. Stefan basically trying to reanimate Bonnie, and Caroline jumping in. Bonnie was one of the witches of the Vampire Diaries universe that she couldn't handle a spell without going to the floor and having blood on her nose. So Caroline tried vampire blood on it and it didn't work. Stefan trying his best to reanimate her. Now, my favorite scene from the final episode, the dream sequence on the woods. I love the dress, and Kyle Graham also has a wig on it. When I saw Nina on the dress that she got buried on the season 6 finale, I got so emotional. That shot right there is just beautiful, beautiful magic. She's walking into the woods with this little song, like the soundtrack from the final episode of Vampire Diaries is amazing. Helena is kind of like on a sleepy piece. Bonnie has Enzo's necklace with his blood on it. They look at each other. They say their names. That was epic, and that's the big week moment of the day. Can you see there? Okay. That's a huge week. But we have Nina back. We actually got her back. That scene was so beautiful. Guys, this moment right here, the hug that they share, like, I just loved it. I just love that beautiful moment. And again, the music on the background. I never thought I'd see you again. The blind. Elena being a great friend to Bonnie. She was okay to die. She wanted to be with Sansa. Oh, and guys, between spoiler alert, if you have never watched the series finale of the Vampire Diaries, don't watch this video. I'm okay, I'm ready, I can be with Sansa. That destroyed my heart right there. And then Enzo showing up like, nope, you're not. You need to go back. I hated when they started dating at first, but then I just got to love the relationship between these two. Of course, she goes back to life, she wakes up. She hugs Caroline. I love them. I love this show so much, I miss it. I saw her. I saw Elena. Guys, again, the last time we saw Elena was actually season 6, episode 22. The season 6 finale. And then the logo jumps in, the Vampire Diaries. And the little blood right there. So Vicky ringing the bell. And Damon trying to stop her. So he throws her out of the clock tower, and I think that was one of the behind the scenes pictures that we see. We find out that Vicky was coming back even before we saw the show because of the behind the scenes pictures. Don't Damon me, that quote was historic good. And again, Nina just came back for the last episode, so we know from the last episode that Catherine is around, but we don't get to see her until episode 16. So Vicky is doing the bell scene because Catherine promised her that she will be out of hell if she does this, and every single time they kill her, she just comes back. She doesn't stay in hell. I'm just coming back again and again. I had so much fun when I did the read of the script with my best friend. That was such a fun day. It's one of my favorite memories of us, and also the trip to Mystic Falls. And guys, also, if you have any memories from the series finale when it aired back in 2017, I would love to hear it. Not everybody was excited about the same scene. I remember I freaked out also thinking that Damon might die. We have a beautiful moment of Matt and Vicky right there. Nobody wants to be in hell, of course. So she prefers just to die and be gone. The clock tower. Guys, the clock tower looks so beautiful when you get to see it in real life. Now Matt gets out and we have Caroline and Stefan. And basically Matt just do a declaration for the town to be evacuated because of a gas leak. Now, guys, Caroline looks surprised. That specific part is when the deleted scene happens, and now in the episode, because it's the deleted scene, they just jump to the living room of the Salvatore mansion, where it was the teaser from the promos. Catherine won. She played the game and finally beat us. Damon is trying to get Elena to get out of Mystic Falls, and the coffin is empty. Guys, that was amazing. That scene. She said she saw Elena because her hat stuff. If that would have been like the solution, I would have been like, no. Go back. That can't be the solution. Of course, Damon. That moment right there. Epic. What's going on? What's going on? It's funny. You both okay? I'm awake? I love her. I just love her. The smile. That scene was so beautiful. They hug. But the most beautiful part is that he realized this is not the love of my life. Rude. Catherine. Hello, brothers. And again, see, he never say welcome back. That was deleted also, only for the promo. So Catherine, ineffectually, she's back from hell and she's pouring herself a cup of whiskey. Now she's playing with the brothers. Spiritual coma, if we get it technical. And this. And for you to that. That's a quote from season 1 from Damon. It's been a hoot watching you play on the devil. I have seen this scene so many times. So now we know Catherine went to hell and she was playing with the devil. Because I wanted you. The week was horrible, but Nina did an amazing job for the final episode. At 10 p.m., Mystic Falls will burn. Precious Selena will burn. They did a weapon last episode also that they could kill Catherine, but the weapon just makes her die. So this is the episode where Catherine dies 10 times. And she keeps coming back, basically. They made the weapon with her bones. So now the mission is that Mystic Falls is getting bored and they need to find Elena. There is a scene right there where the guy's like, where is Kiki? And my best friend told me that Kiki was a character from previous seasons. I don't remember that. So we have this hospital scene and Man is kind of like trying to get his dad out of town, but they don't see he doesn't see the problem because they don't ring in the bells, but then he explained to her that Ricky is back. One of the last scenes that we have on Caroline's house, she's packing all her stuff for the twins and to basically run out of town with Alaric. She sees a picture of her mom. I don't understand why they had to kill Caroline's mom. I know it was a drama show and everything, but no need. So Alaric just wants to go, but Caroline wants to stay behind and help basically Stefan and Damon to find Elena. This confrontation between Alaric and Caroline. It's hard because she's a mom, but also her best friend is in danger. And then Alaric plays the card like, I don't need to tell you what it is to lose a mother. She promised him that she's going to go and help, but she's going to be out of Mystic Falls safe. So Stefan is back at the school. There is a board with American history, and he's looking for Elena all around school. And now we actually get to see Nina as Elena lying on the floor with a Sleeping Beauty spell. With a change of clothes as well. And that's one of the behind the scenes pictures that leak as well, so we knew she was going to be wearing those clothes on the series finale. So he just gets her, but she's stuck. She's bound to the school. She cannot go out. Of course, it couldn't be easy for our characters on the last episode of the show. And you know who did that spell? Kai himself. The shots of the tower. Beautiful, beautiful piece of art. And that brings us to the first ad edition. Now, Damon was on the cemetery, kind of like, there's a joke here that escapes me. Stefan explained to him what's going on and he cannot take Elena out. Catherine comes back. It sends me to hell, but it can't keep me there. I'm sorry. Now we find out that Kai did the spell. And he's forever on the spose. I love them. This fight between them. Amazing. Or I'm about to. Spell rings. And everybody will go poof. Well, born alive first, but then their ashes will go poof. Damon telling her like, you are jealous of Elena. Every time. And she will choose Stefan. We should sure of that. Because I would. Any woman would. Stefan is the better man. Beautiful way, because she said that quote. She got killed twice now, guys. She said that quote, and then we have an epic quote about this by the end of the episode. So Bonnie and Alari are heading to the armory, and Caroline's back in the school with Stefan now. They know what's going on, basically. They're freaking out because they know Damon is not going to leave without Elena. And then Alari just said, hey, Caroline, you need to get out. I remember the tension that I felt back in 2017 watching this episode. Because again, it's a series finale of a show that you've been following for a lot of years. And we have the goodbye from Caroline and Stefan at the school. That they just got married after a lot of years of fans waiting for them to get together. She just told her that, hey, I promised Alari that I need to be with my girls. Stefan playing the hero card, like, hey, you get to safety. Also, I remember there was behind the scene pictures that Stefan had a band-aid on his hand and people were like, oh, he's definitely a human now or something is going on. I set up this box so bad, I'm sorry. Just looking at it and like, because there is like a golden scene there and I cannot put it correctly. So that's the Blu Ray. The original Blu Ray released on physical had slipcover, but at least I have the DVD with the slipcover. The goodbye. I love you, kiss, 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 bye forever. That was a good goodbye for them. They deserve better, but that was a good goodbye. I wish there would be a way for me to be able to put the episode of second cut, more ads, for you guys to be able to watch the episode with me. That's what I ask you to follow along. Where is the scene that the Alaric and Bonnie just make it to the armory? But again, when I tried that, reading the script, they copyrighted. Because the whole episode was playing on the background. Now Alaric being like, hey, I care about my friends, but I have my girls. Alaric on the last season wasn't that good. And people hated it on Legacies. Of course, the moment where our characters find out there is a solution for all this mess. The kind of energy contained on Hellfire? Bonnie figured it out a way, of course. She calls Stefan to ask him for help, basically. Wow, the phone's from 2017. They need Catherine to be dead when they destroy Hell, basically. So that's not an easy mission for our team. More shots of Mystic Falls. Beautiful Mystic Falls being in danger of getting burned down forever. Because of the girls, Bonnie knows now that she still has magic inside of her. I have all the magic I need. The twins. I can't believe what they grew up to be on Legacies. This show, I need this universe to be back. I need another show. We got robbed when they canceled Legacies on season 4. So Caroline is back. But now they need to leave quickly. Of course, Bonnie saying that she's going to save the world. Our Bonnie Bennett, always saving the moment. She has no idea what's going on. Don't do anything stupid, Bonnie Bennett. You want to bet her nose is going to bleed again? Guys, and of course, one of the things that you always have in mind on this episode is that Bonnie needs to die for Elena to wake up, so it's not impossible for Bonnie to die on the last episode of the show. Catherine is back. Says no one ever. Making fun of the Lena Gilbert show. Damon is telling Catherine that they find a way to save the day. Catherine didn't know about the tunnels. She's been gone since season 5. The tunnels were studio, guys. Like, you wouldn't be able to visit the tunnels. The surprise on Catherine's face. Of course, she believes it's impossible for Bonnie to be able to do something like that. And of course, Damon wants to be the one who kills her. I look forward to die on the other side, KP. Now Stefan is on the picture. So the fire of the brothers to see which one dies. Can you figure out what's going to happen now? Yes, Catherine dies for the 3rd time. This is one of the most beautiful moments of the series finale with the 2 brothers. Tell Elena that I did this for her. He wanted to redeem himself. But Stefan wants to be the hero. Remember, Stefan is now a human and he has the cure inside of him. So another epic tension. I'm realizing now how many ads they stopped the episode for. Yeah, this fight was strong. He had a point. He has the cure. He's going to die eventually. And they want Damon to have his eternity with Elena. You know, one of the scenes of the writers say that if Nina would have stayed on the show, they wanted to find a way to go back to the love triangle, which had been like terrible. I love when Elena became Stefan friends at the end. They're both crying right now. These actors love each other. They even have a Bourbon Brothers bond now. Stefan crying like, hey, let me do it for me. But remember as well, Damon is a vampire. I love you, my brother. But I'm going to compel you to leave. When that happened, I was like, no, they're going to kill Damon. I don't want Damon to die. You're not going to stop until my death breaks the compulsion. Remember, Damon is a big brother as well. So amazing. Like, we're already an hour in, guys. Like, time has fly for me. Like, I love this show. I can watch this episode as many times as like millions of times. Also, please let me know in the comments when was the last time that you saw the series finale from the Vampire Diaries. We're back with Vicky, and now the veil is red. And Vicky's dad walks in. Vicky hates his father, of course, because he disappeared on them. So we even had at the series finale a goodbye with the Matt family. Can you believe Matt spent 8 seasons of the Vampire Diaries as a human? That was a big joke of the show, right? If I remember correctly, when they aired season 8 of the Vampire Diaries, they were about to premiere season 4 of the originals, and then it was announced that the original was going to have a 5th and final season. And then, of course, Legacies came around. So Caroline doesn't know what's going on, and Stefan wants to sacrifice himself. So they are in the middle of the road. That's emotional right there. You know Alaric is talking to her and saying her things, but you only seen her react. And again, the background music of this episode is amazing. Now we have Bonnie setting up the spell. She's putting all candles in the armory. Hey Gramps, I need you to hear me. Bonnie Bennett for you guys. She deserves much better on the show. Voces Unos. Mystic Fall has now been evacuated. And the clock is almost at 12, so Vicky needs to ring the bell one last time before the fire takes over. Bonnie is doing the spell. Vicky's about to ring the bell one last time. Igor's boss. Voces Unos. I even know that part. She did the spell so good. Of course, Caroline crying in the middle of the road. She gets out on the road, she tries calling Stefan. Of course, no answer. He sends her to voicemail. Imagine like calling the love of your life that you just married the night before, knowing that he's going to die. She said, I need you to know I understand. Guys, I'm not crying right now because I cry a lot that night. And again, I have seen these episodes so many times. I love you. I will love you forever. That's one of the reasons that the writers didn't want to erase this part of the Vampire Diaries, and that's why she didn't try to end up with Klaus. And, well, you know what happened with Klaus as well. That's one of the reasons. It wouldn't have been fair. Okay, so Matt and his dad are underneath the clock tower. 12. Vicky's about to ring the bell last time. Hellfire is here. That shot was epic as well. The Hellfire getting out of the clock. Bonnie saving the day with a spell. She controlled the fire. Bosses to us. Fire through the tunnels. And Catherine waking up with Damon. Now I was worried about Damon. I was definitely worried about Damon. We get to see Stefan just walking through the hospital and just waking up. What makes us think that Damon died. Bosses to us. Fire is almost at the armory, guys. Fire is at the armory now. And Bonnie has to stop Hellfire. So it's half the armory, it's with Hellfire, and Bonnie by herself is stopping the fire. Bonnie Bennett, you guys. Can you guess what she has running to her nose? And so telling her that you're ready to leave, my love. Keep fighting. She said, I can do it all. When he says to her that you're not alone and then grab her hand, epic, guys. Now the whole Bonnie Bennett bloodline is under her back, helping her save the day. Those incendia movement. Every Bennett blood witch joining her. They just did amazing with the series finales of the Vampire Diaries. I don't remember people hating the Vampire Diaries series finale a lot. Of course, I was sad for the character that died, but I don't remember them hating it. The most commented thing was Nina's wig, for sure. She saved the day. Hellfire has to stop, and the clock tower has almost burned down. Now, this is the part that gets you worried because she falls to the ground after she says, I did it. She just falls to the ground. So that could mean that she's dead. We go to ads, and once we come back, we see the scene of the teaser with Nina's comeback as actually Elena. So she's at the school. Remember, she's sleeping at the school. Her body is at the school. We hear Caroline saying like, I can't believe we're both here together. A few audios from the first episode. She being happy seeing the trophies and things like that, and she basically walking confused at the school, finding Stefan there. Hi. The epic of what happened? Why am I here right now? He's telling her everything that went out. She's confused. Remember, they can talk to her while she's asleep, but since she left the show, they never did a scene like that. She explained to him that, hey, I'm human. He compelled me. He should have known better that I would never work a day in this earth. without taking her pain. He take out the cure of his blood. She doesn't understand what's going on. So Damon has Catherine ready to kill her while Hellfire kills him. But Stefan shows up, put the cure on Damon, and put him back inside to be safe. I gave him my blood, the cure. So Elena is confused. Remember, she left the cure inside herself. So Damon's okay. That's like what the fandom freaked, because she was like, Damon, Damon, Damon. But then you. I did what I have to do. Stefan has Catherine ready to kill her with Hellfire. Burn in hell. And he kills her while Hellfire kills him. Goodbye, brother. That was epic. So Stefan Salvatore was the person who died. The other bro I look up to. I'm about to cry again. I can't believe it. The Damon I knew when I was a boy. I wanted that Damon to live. And I wanted you to get an opportunity to get to know him. Oh, I can't. He's the better man. He's the right man. Catherine was wrong. Damon is the better man. It's good to see you, Ellen. One last time. When they say one last time on final episodes, they kill me. They hug. And Nina and Paul had a beautiful relationship outside the show as well. So she's just hugging him. There's something I have to say. He whispered to her ear to tell Caroline that he heard his message. Her message, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Only 10 minutes left, guys. So he walks to the afterlife and Lex is waiting for him with his red car. That was beautiful. Lexi right there for you guys. I need to go to an Epic Cons event. Not the Epic Cons event, the I Was Feeling Epics events at the... I think it's Epic Cons, the name of the guys. Stefan says the quote. I was feeling epic. Don't let me go. They hug each other. Now we get to see Bonnie waking up our sleeping beauty. We're different. Today's the day that I get to live again. She wake up Elena. And guys, I know the explanation that they give is weak, but Lena is back. She's waking up. She's confused. Bonnie is happy. There she is. Am I? I didn't. I broke the spell. Do you remember a quote from the season 4 finale? Nature demands balance, so every spell has a loophole. That's DVD 1-on-1. So I know it was a weak explanation, but that's the explanation. How did you do it, Bonnie? It took some time, but I figured it out. I broke it. The friends hug. They are in Damon's room. It kind of feel a little bit rushed, but again, they only got Nina for one episode, so they did the best they could. I understand that. So now Elena is kind of like, hey, I know what happened. Where is he? He's with Caroline. They're in the cemetery. We have the Salvatore tombstone with red petals. And Elena just talking again. Stefan Salvatore, brother, husband, and friend, born in 1846, now at peace. Hold on, the song is playing already. Caroline says she believes he's at peace, and peace exists. We see him again. Damon's thinking, no, he's going to hell. Don't be so sure. Caroline and Damon's relationship on the final season was epic. They hugging each other. I make it right. I swear you love, you are my life. Hold on. Epic song, I'm sorry. So Caroline getting out and seeing Elena again. They smile at each other. But she knows better. She's like, let me move out of the way. Here's Damon. Damon seeing the love of her life again after she got the Sleeping Beauty spell. And guys, a lot of people criticize this. This is not the best Elena kiss. I know that. But the guy just lost his brother. So give him a break. They kiss. They share an epic kiss. Well, not that epic. They share a kiss. A shin kiss. Elena just hugging him and realizing, like, oh, I have him back. These scenes of the girls on the bend, that was just beautiful. One day when you wake up, just tell Caroline that I heard her message. And I will love her forever too. He got my message. I love that we got a last scene with the three girls together. And now, guys, we have the funeral from Stefan. That's the extended scene that Julie Plec gave to us. They kind of put in like certain items, like the necklace from Elena. They're putting the daylight ring from Damon, like kind of on a pedestal. The daylight ring. And we get to see Elena on the extended scene putting the necklace. So they're walking out, the whole team is walking out of the funeral, basically. And life goes on. Matt's telling that they survive. He's now the sheriff. Mystic Falls is safe. They gave him a bench, and guys, the bench is one of the things that you can see if you visit Mystic Falls. Tyler and Vicky are now at peace. Only wants to travel the world now, and Enzo still has that side as a ghost. Believe me, and I have tried. She deserved a better ending, but she had a good ending. At least she'd survive. At some point she took out the necklace that Enzo gave her with his blood, but they share a beautiful moment where she's like, she can feel him. The Salvatore boarding school for the young and gifted, but that's a story for another time because that's our legacy spin-off. Joe is back watching Alaric and the girls, but she's also back in Legacies. or one episode at least. Caroline saying that they needed a lot of help. Jeremy makes a comeback. It sucks that Jeremy couldn't share a scene with Nina. Caroline wanted to make her mom proud, and we get to see Caroline's mom again, holding her, taking care of her. The letter, guys. The letter Klaus gave her. One of the guardians was the one who wrote down that letter. He gave her a big donation for the school that Hope is going to go eventually, but that's the beginning of another story. Please accept this contribution to your virtuous calice. I do look forward to thanking you in person someday, however long it takes. Yours, Klaus. And the goodbye from Caroline Klaus, it's on the original season 5. Elena, now with her original haircut. Nina, I came back to Mystic Falls. It felt right. It's where I wanted to grow old. There is also a window at Mystic Falls where it says Elena Gilbert, MD. So we get again Nina, Elena writing her diary, and I'm all epic, and I owe it all to Stefan. So we start the show with a girl that feels dead inside, and now we end the show with a girl that feels alive. He brought me back to life. The crowd needed to make an appearance. Just say the word. We take on the world. That Damon is picking her up. That's why you see the crowd. They hold hands, and we get to see the ring, the wedding ring. They got engaged. They got married. Even after a long and happy life together, Damon was worried he couldn't see Stefan again, that he couldn't find peace. Because peace exists. And guys, people were confused at this scene because they're letting you know what was going to happen when a lot of years happened and the characters die. It doesn't mean that the characters die on the series finale. They just explain to you what will happen when they die. Elena will find peace with her family, and Damon will find peace with Stefan. So Elena looks, the parents are at her house, and Jenna is there. Jenna couldn't be the day that Nina was on set, so that scene is kind of like a montage made together. Jenna, the actress that played Jenna, wasn't there with Nina. Mom? They hug each other. That is the promise of peace. That one day, after a long life, we find each other again. John also makes an appearance. What a beautiful epic shot. At Elena's house, also a real location that you can visit. And now it cuts to Stefan at the Salvatore mansion. And somebody being at the door. Can you guess who it is? Damon. Hello, brother. Damon say the last quote of the show. They hug. And on the last days as a vampire, there is a beautiful moment when they cut that scene. The brothers just hugging each other. The Vampire Diaries. and it got so white. Wow, what a lot of great memories just by watching the episode. 10 out of 10 series finale, like I just loved it. And I hope you guys watch it with me again. It's the 8-year anniversary of the Vampire Diaries series finale, but we're not done yet. We're almost done though, I promise. More promotional pictures were starting to show after the series finale aired. This was one of the first pictures that were revealed from Nina's comeback. And we have the epilogue. This is the last part of the book. Is it good right here? Yes. Epilogue. Every once in a while, you're blessed with a project where the storytelling, the characters, the casting, and the production team all come together and you catch lightning in a bottle, says Kevin Williamson. That happened to me once before with Dawson's Creek, and it happened again with the Vampire Diaries. After 8 years of filming and 170 episodes, it will be difficult to find a member of the Vampire Diaries cast and crew who doesn't consider the Atlanta team their family. Julie Plec, writers, every time I'm in Atlanta and I walk to the office and the stages, I get that moment where I think one day this will all be over. And it moves me in ways that, depending on my mood, can range from a wave of nostalgia to actual tears, thinking that this milestone in my life that has been so profound and enjoyable will someday end. Julie Plec and Kevin Williamson have often said that they know the emotional beat they wanted to end the series since the end of season 2. Several seasons later, the audience was let in on the secret when Damon and Stefan reunited in death at the Salvatore boarding school. Damon has lived a full and happy human life with Elena, thanks to Stefan making the ultimate sacrifice and dying to keep Catherine from destroying people he loved. It ended where Paul and I had always hoped, Ian Somerhalder says. We end where we began, with these two brothers and this huge journey that they have gone on together. It gives you the sense that Damon and Stefan Salvatore will not only live in the hearts and minds of the hundreds of thousands of people who've seen the show, they will live in the hearts and minds of one another forever and ever. That's why the scene is so powerful. Paul Weasley felt it was a powerful ending for his character as well. Speaking to the reasons behind Stefan's death, Wesley told Entertainment Weekly, "He's been the Reaper. He was the one who caused his brother to turn into a vampire. All the murders Damon did were all his fault, really, if it comes down to the genesis of it. I just felt like he's been the hero of a story to the degree, and it only made sense for him to die at the end." For Plec, it had also come down to the idea of accountability in her interview with Variety. Let's turn the page. Once we turn the page, we have more promotional pictures from the last episode of the show. Stefan funerals right there. She notes, "We had a really delicate dance all series, but especially this season with the idea of holding our heroes responsible for their action. When all is said and done, if you are not willing to take accountability for your actions, whether you are an addict or possessed by a demon, then you are not being honest with yourself. And I think it was important for all of us that we acknowledge that, yes, the bloodshed and damage done by our heroes was real, and there is a price to be paid for that." While the episode may have been a goodbye to fans, for the characters of Mystic Falls, the series finale meant getting a chance to say hello again to the family and friends they lost along the way, and in many cases find closure, for, as Plec notes philosophically, closure comes as much in saying goodbye as it does in moving on. For Bonnie Bennett, that meant letting go of uniting with Enzo, at least for now. After recovering her magic, she saved her town thanks to a little help from the spirit of her Grams and the many generations of Bennett witches who live and die in service of their loved ones. For Matt Donovan, that meant coming together with his estranged father and late sister Vicky in a powerful moment, by the bell. Sorry, in a powerful moment by the bell their ancestors made. Tying the whole scene up, one big family was pretty moving. Zack Royer knows, and it gave Matt the quota he needed to move on and really take his place as a leader in Mystic Falls. For Alaric and Caroline, that means establishing a school where supernaturally gifted children like their daughter's school flourish. Alaric's kind of like the Professor X of Mystic Falls now. Matt Davis notes. Thrilled that he frequently tortured character ended on an uplifting note. And for Elena Gilbert, the gloomy graveyard girl who started it all, it meant being reunited with her family. After getting her medical degree and living happy life with Damon, she comes home to the pictured porch of the house in which she grew up, where her parents, her Aunt Jenna, and her Uncle John are waiting. Because as she says, in life, true peace is found in the ones we hold dear. And that's the epilogue from this amazing book, guys. I think it's out of print, but I got it as soon as it was announced. I got it through Amazon, and I love having this book. But guys, that was my vlog pre-watching the Vampire Diaries series finale. I was feeling epic for an 8-year anniversary. I would love to know in the comments how much you loved the Vampire Diaries show and if you're planning to watch the episode on this anniversary. But guys, anyways, that'll be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep the family growing. And see you guys again soon on a new video.